Hey folks, how are ya? I'm the Shasta One, and this remains Hardcore Minecraft, and actually the same world that I was on when we last left off. I've gone exploring a little bit since then. A few things have changed since then. I've been enthusiastic enough about Minecraft that I've been playing it a little bit offline. Which is, why don't I just stream it? I don't know, I feel like sometimes just sit down and just play for a few minutes, And make sure my volume is up within the game. I turned that down because I was listening to like a podcast while I was playing it last night. Hey, Cookie Doo! Cookie Doo, how are you? You were going to... I feel almost bad. I feel like I'm complicit in something. Like I'm causing you to stay up late. Because you were about to go to bed, allegedly, apparently. Then I was just like, hey, by the way, I feel like streaming. I gotta get on European time apparently for you and Balloon Fire. How am I? I'm good. I kind of feel like I'm kind of burning the candle at both ends right now. Where like I got off work and I drummed through my 5 songs that I had to learn today for the big Halloween gig that I'm playing this weekend down in Mississippi. And as soon as I was done with that, I was like, oh man, but I feel like streaming. I'm not done with this. I don't even know if this counts as creativity. It's a performance, right? To some extent. Yeah. So just from one creative outlet to the next. I gotta decide what Halloween costume that I'm wearing to this gig. It is a Halloween party that I'm playing. I've got a few. I tried on my old Macho Man Randy Savage costume today. It's got all these tassels on the arms and they're really heavy. And they kind of get in the way of the drum set. So I'm probably not going to wear that one. It's been up in the attic for a few years and it shows. It's kind of getting a little bit of a little ratty. The thing about Halloween costumes is that they are explicitly designed to last exactly one night. Like the moment you put a Halloween costume on, I feel like it's starting to fall apart. At least the ones you get like Spirit Halloween or Walmart or one of your major retailers, whatever those may be, wherever you are. Kind of tragic. I'm sorry to hear that, Koki Do, but glad to have a little company while I play Minecraft. What is Totorp? I don't even know what that is. Is that that's Totoro, right? Maybe Totoro with a little typo? How are you dressed up as Totoro? You got like a big round costume? That's pretty awesome. At first I was like, maybe Totorp is like a later generation Pokemon that I don't understand. Quasarito! Actually, wait, I recognize that name. What's up, man? You guys get a whole evening out of your costumes? Well, I've definitely had some that don't quite last the entire evening. I feel like some alcohol was involved with some of that. The oldest costume that I still have is I still have a child's large husky. I remember specifically said husky was like the additional size parameter on this thing. And it was a Batman costume that I bought in 2010 when I was in college. Because I'm old! But, this child's Batman costume is just like, I don't know, man. What's his name? Alfred? Alfred must have just engineered the shit out of this costume because it's just like, it might actually be bulletproof. I've had that costume for 15 years. And it's not like it's just been hanging around either. Like, when, I don't know. I'm just saying, when I get an excuse to dress up like Batman and just completely blow out my voice by being like, deep in Christian Bale. Just all like that all the time for an entire evening. Then, I can't talk for a few days. I get questions at work. Hey, you getting sick? What happened? And I'm like, well, actually, I was out getting hammered and protecting Gotham City last night. Yeah, that's something that never really addressed in the Batman costume comics is that Batman never did it sober. Batman. It's a Totoro full body PJ, super baggy and comfy, dude. Comfy, underrated Halloween costume quality right there. Like elaborate ones are great, one-off jokes, they're funny. You know, they'll burn bright, and then you're just stuck with this like unwieldy giant costume for the rest of the night. And that just kind of stinks. Maybe you wind up taking half it off, and you're just like roaming around in just Batman pants and just like a dark t-shirt. Can't have that. You gotta have a comfortable costume. Maybe that's why that Batman costume's lasted so long, because it basically does feel like pajamas. Like a big, uncomfortable, like, chest piece in the front. That's alright. Batman, says Cookie Doo. What's up, Killberry? Playing Mario Kart with a young one? Nice. I was kind of jonesing for Mario Kart recently. I was watching one of the Summoning Cell videos of his, Mario Kart history of speed runs videos. And I don't want to, like, speed run Mario Kart. I just want to, like, sit down and play it, you know? I'm a casual. Quasarito has a Han Solo vest, shirt, and belt/holster combo that is held up, but the rest of the costume pieces have been lost to time. Wow. Rider Mine, welcome back. Yo, thanks for the Prime sub. Y'all gotta be, like, more careful with these Prime subs, because, like, I've just streamed 3 times in the past year. So, oh man, now I feel just, I feel a little pressure. I gotta live up to the Prime subs, you know? I gotta earn your $4 or whatever that is. I think it's $3.50 now. I think Amazon's taking another couple quarters. I don't know. I don't really keep track of that kind of thing because, well, I stream 3 times a year. But Rider Mine, I hope you've been doing well, man. It's been a hot minute. Killberry is personally a skeleton onesie to wear for Halloween and for pajamas after that. Hell yeah. Oh, that's even better. A Halloween costume you can rock like other days out of the year. You get past like the Day of the Dead and you're still like, yeah, skeleton onesie, what's up? Gonna be wearing that on Christmas morning. Very Tim Burton approved. Quasarita says, not to mention the prop blaster. You tried to order off of Etsy. The seller ghosted you for 2 months until you requested a refund. Yeah, then when you want your money back, all of a sudden it's like, oh, we're sorry. What's Han Solo without his blaster, man? Where was I going? So to give you guys a little background, I've been filling out this map here in my left hand that's partially obscured by my melon head. And you see I got this pretty far, and this is actually like, I don't know, man. I kind of like this. It's just I like the canyons. I like all these trees without all the snow. Cookie Doo, you're a creative type. I feel like you would do some wild Halloween costumes. Koki wanted to do a fancy Victorian Lolita style outfit, but the money from your internship is going to be late. Ah, dang. Rider Mine, glad to hear it, man. I've been doing pretty well myself. I've been doing pretty well. I'm in a good spot. Ran 100 miles a couple of weeks ago. Well, that's the big one. I'm playing a gig this weekend, playing some drums with some friends, and with some people that I've never met before and have not rehearsed with, and I'm sure the show is going to be great regardless. Yee! I got a lot of, like, creative stuff I gotta do, don't have to do, that I want to do, related to the run. Do I, like, build up there? That'd be a nice spot. Like, I want to do a big, long, race write-up, and I've done a couple race write-ups already. I did one for the running Discord, and I did another handwritten in my journal in the few days after the big race. Because, like, you got to get all these things out of your head. Otherwise, they're just going to disappear. And then you start settling into a narrative. It's like the first... Your first person, your actual memories of the event slowly get replaced by the story that you tell about it. So you got to get those details down while they're fresh. So that's why I did the journaling. And I did it handwritten because I didn't bring a device with a keyboard on my trip up to Michigan. So that was a complicating factor. Quasar never got the Han Solo blaster. Yeah. I mean, surely there's other sources for that, right? Got to be a lot of people making Han Solo blasters out there over the years. In quality that even the 501st would approve of. Oh my god. Oh my god. Rider Mind sweetens me up with the Prime sub and then drops the Wolf Brand chili with beans, the heretical Wolf Brand chili in the chat. Ah, and Koki even gave Rider Mind a chance. Gave him a chance to, maybe it was a mistake. Maybe he meant the blue label. But no, he doubles down. Proud. Proud to rock those beans. I appreciate that, Killberry. Love reading my race write-ups. I almost, God, once again, I'm just talking and not really playing Minecraft. Sometimes maybe I play Minecraft when I don't stream, just because that's when I get things done. Instead of just like roaming around in circles and catching up with y'all. I'm gonna sleep right here. This is a nice spot. Well, well, well. What's up, Kevin? Welcome back. Everybody watch yourself. Mods in the chat. I've said that like every time that Kevin Montana shows up in the chat, going back like 8 freaking years at this point. And I think that like the only moderating Kevin really did was anytime there was like those follower bots that come by, you know? Just had him come and clean that up a little bit in the chat. How you doing, Kevin Montana? I haven't been really keeping up with you, dude. That's on me. Do I want to build here? This village is crazy. Look, you got like some huts down by the river. Down by the river. Then it slowly builds its way up into the mountain. It's kind of like a little crazy. I feel you, Kokidoo. Hate not being well, can't concentrate on anything. That is probably my worst. There are not many things in this world that I like less than feeling like I'm not in full, like with my full mental faculties. Like sometimes when I get super stressed or super anxious, then like I get this nice static that settles on my brain and I just can't concentrate on things. And I know exactly why I can't concentrate on things, but I have trouble like getting myself back to that status. Sometimes when I go too long without sleep or I haven't got enough sleep in the past few weeks, I get that way. And it's just not fun. I just startled a fox, man. I don't even know if I want to live out here anymore. I was gonna work my way back to base. I'm not doing anything out here. Doing well, chilling, living the dream. Amen, man. Man, that's true. Like everybody who joins is normal, and part of that is just like I've established my little audience, and it's really enjoyable. I remember like back in the day, like I got some of the deep of like the internet weirdos coming by. Part of that was like I was kind of a lightning rod for it. When I first started this channel, I was in a open Discord voice chat. And I just had this idea from I think it was from Chris Gethard's podcast, Beautiful Stories from Anonymous People, where in the format of that podcast is like he would pick up the phone essentially and have an hour-long conversation with a random person, and his one rule was that he could not hang up. The caller could hang up anytime they wanted to, but as soon as it hit 1 hour, the phone hung up, and that was the end of the conversation with a complete stranger, and they just talked about whatever. So I was like, hey, what if I tried to do that with Twitch, with just like the entirety of the internet? What if I just had allowed random people to join in and have conversations with me live on stream? It'd be like a completely unscreened, like call-in radio show. And that went about as well as you would expect. There were people who like joined the voice chat and they would say hi, and then they would like say nothing. And then there's just like, I can't even remember specific examples anymore because it's been so long ago, but I just remember some like weird shit. I was like, yeah, that's the end of that, I think. I'll just monologue. I don't know if that's better. But it was fun. Let me see. Maybe I should head to the base. It's only 1,000 blocks away. Yeah, I should do that. Yeah, while I was gone, I did get I did set up an enchanting table, and I found a lot of diamonds. I found about a stack. What resource packs am I rocking? So I've got a few mods. Let me see. The only resource pack that I'm rocking are, well, fabric mods. And this is Faithful 32, which apparently was made for an older version of Minecraft, but hey, it still works great for some reason. I don't know what the idea is behind that. Basically, like Faithful 32, I think that there's been some controversy with it over the past few years. I haven't really looked into it because I haven't really played Minecraft for the past few years. But like, this is like my default texture pack. Once upon a time, Killberry's husband, Micah, made me a custom texture pack based on Faithful. And it included like some in-jokes with the stream. Like, the steak here is textured to be a torta because I love my torta cubanas. I think there were some cans of Wolf Brand textured in here too. That's right, there were. What do I use for mods? So I can even pull up that complete list, can't I? Prism Launcher, new window. Let's take a look at this bad boy. Wonder if I can edit this instance while I'm in it. So I use a day counter. Day counter enhanced is the name of it, and that's what causes this, day counter up here in the top left. I'm currently on day 35. I use distant horizons, which is what allows me to view things off in the distance without absolutely tanking my PC. I use iris for shaders, and I think it's like BDE or something like that. BDE. That's maybe that's not it. I'm using Fabric, not CurseForge. Sodium for a more powerful rendering engine. Zero's minimap, which is now like the standard minimap nowadays in the top left there. And these are all from Modrinth, by the way, that provides them. Not CurseForge. I use a Prism launcher to launch Minecraft. What's the game that I'm playing? Yeah, that should be the complete list right there. And I want to save like the markers like this. Like, this is really nice. What I kind of want to get rid of is the map in the top left. That bugs me. Like, long-running viewers of the channel will know that I am kind of like a total... I'm all about vanilla. Can you check if you can add Essential Mod? I know I can, because I just saw it in the list last week when I was setting this up, or a couple of weeks ago. It seems so presumptuous, you know? Who creates a mod and calls it the Essential Mod? It's like, you absolutely need this. Mojang needs to add this to the game, it's so essential. I can't believe this has to be a mod. This should be a release. Also, I just haven't... I'm so out of the loop with, like, just Minecraft culture. I think I'm aging out of it. I think once you get, like, X amount of gray hairs, there's like, yeah, man, you're just getting left behind. Sorry. Minecraft is just gonna go on without you, and you're just gonna be stuck in your ways. I don't want to be that guy. I'm just currently in that situation because I haven't played in so long. Look at this river, though. This is cool. Oh, wait, I've seen this river on stream before. I said that last time, too. You know what else is cool? Ladies and gentlemen, I don't have a can of Wolf Brand chili on my desk because it expired in 2019, and I was afraid of the contents if it ever leaked all over my gaming PC. So instead, I have this belt buckle that's going to stand in for Wolf Brand chili. They are both symbols of the Old West. And ladies and gentlemen, there is nothing better to satisfy your cravings for a bygone era than Wolf Brand chili. That recipe hasn't changed since 1896. When Kaiser Bill was pulling around a wagon full of cans of beanless Wolf Brand chili, which some may call Texas style, I just call it sane human being style, and you should try it too. You can find it on the top of the bottom shelf of your local grocery store. The chili aisle is always aisle number 6. Stop on by and check it out. I'm not even going to list the price because, you know, in the world that we live in, it's going to change by tomorrow. It's probably going to go up. I got to be honest with you. No, surely it's a staple. Surely a wolf brand is like wolf brand is such an essential food. It's it basically just it powers a quarter of the world and on any given day, as far as I understand. That the price must remain stable. Surely it's like gasoline. It's like the government's putting their thumb on the scales a little bit on the price of wolf brand. Okay, anyway. I called this the good village because I could fix this. I'm showing you the bad part while I'm calling this the good village just because I like the surroundings of it. Like, look at that. It's on a nice little island. We could develop this. It's a nice. It's on the sea. I like that. I like that. Man, Quasar, like Minecraft really did leave me behind about 10 years ago too. I think that I really got into streaming Minecraft in 2020 and 2021. Like that was one of my COVID hobbies besides running really long distances. And oh, you can see the effect of the Distant Horizons mod here. Look at all that viewing. That beautiful non-bean footage. And I spent some of that time catching back up on Minecraft, but there are still some things like I guarantee I'm gonna get killed by something that has been released since 2019, and I will just be completely blindsided by it because, well, I couldn't tell you it existed, but I'm trying. I get some hints from the chat sometimes. They're like, "Hey, you're doing this the hard way, right?" Imagine the cans of Wolf Brand being next to your PC when it got struck by lightning. It might have given it sentience. Oh my god, yes. I think that I got rid of that can probably just a few months before the lightning strike. Is that a temple? I think that's a temple. Yeah, that would kill me. That's an example of a thing. I don't know about Happy Ghast. Cookie Doo, I've known you for 5 years. That is crazy. There's only a few people who have just stuck around in the chat through all my like crazy, playing Grand Theft Autos and Final Fantasies and my long stint on Minecraft to say they've been around that long. So that's impressive and appreciated. That's right. This is a swamp, and this is a decent swamp actually. This is probably where I'm gonna find some slimes to get some pistons. Jesus Christ, I'm really losing the plot. I'm 23 minutes in. Where are my streamer notes? What do I need to do next? I have this big Minecraft ideas list and a little private channel on Discord so I can like keep myself on track. I'm just gonna start building in that first spot. That's what I'm gonna do. Oh, the Happy Ghast. That's right. It's the new mob. We talked about this last time. Micah did, where it's clearly writable because it's a ghast with a smile. It's in the overworld and it has a giant saddle on top of its head, presumably for in my case, Cactus Steve can sit and control it through the air, I guess. And it's happy. I don't know how you make it happy. They always seem pretty upset when I was playing Minecraft, but what do I know? But that's definitely an example of something that is gonna kill me. Wow, I'm 2,500 blocks away from my first base. Let's just launch this chicken egg. Oh, I can't because I'm moving. Yo, it can fit up to 4 people? It's like a party bus? Wow. Oh, speaking of Totoro, do you think someone's already like retextured that as the cat bus from Totoro? Except you sit on top of it instead of inside it? I definitely would. If I had some of those texturing talents, 100% that's what I would do. Let's put down Black Betty, get some sleep before something just wrecks me. Okay. Let's get back to the base. Let's just start building there. I want to build a freaking house. So yeah, basically all I did off camera, off stream, was I went mining. I started a little grid mine for diamonds, and I got the diamond armor and enchanting table, which I already had everything that I needed for that before I already had everything I needed for that during last stream. Yo, sign me up for that. A Studio Ghibli texture pack in Minecraft. That would be sick. Dude, I would do that. Minecraft and Ghibli films, they both invoke that same kind of sense of whimsy and kind of like just a childhood wonder. Maybe a simpler understanding of good and evil sometimes. Or also like really complex understandings of evil. But, you know, it depends on the Ghibli film you're watching. But what I'm saying is there is a lot of like emotional crossover between Ghibli and Minecraft. Oh shit, what's my favorite Ghibli film? It might be Spirited Away. And I haven't seen all of them yet. Basically, there was a film series in my local movie theater here in Shastatown, USA, that once a month they would show a different Ghibli film on the big screen with the big speakers. And that's how I saw a lot of Ghibli films for the very first time. My partner was raised on them, so she was very excited to show me the Ghibli films that I had not seen. At that time, all I had seen was Spirited Away. And of course, like, saw Totoro, that's a classic. Howl's Moving Castle. We saw the Boy and the Heron, which is the newest one that came out, what was that, last year? A couple of years ago? Here's that big freaking crater. Oh my god. Oh, and that's a ravine that I don't want to jump down. This cow's got the right idea. What's up? What's y'all's favorite Ghibli film? There's a poll for the chat. Maybe we can Oh yeah, we're just gonna cruise right on by here. Actually, I've got all the goods. Actually, I don't have my shield out, so let's go ahead and do that first. Let's get a little risky. All right, hey buddy. Easy. Let's raid this thing. I'm feeling bold. But yeah, what's your favorite Ghibli film? Oh, have I seen Princess Mononoke? I kind of feel like I have. I need more stairs. Oh, it's dark up here. What if there's like a creeper that spawned up here? And that was the end of me. Dark oak logs, okay. A goat horn? I don't even know what to do with the goat horn, dude. Dude, brand spanking new crossbow is nice. I kind of want to just MLG this with my bucket. I want to see... Oh, Castle in the Sky? Yeah. I have not seen Porco Rosso, despite the fact that the DVD is sitting probably 10 feet to my left right now. I have no excuses. I need to see it. Oh my. Oh, that's a lot of them. Oh, he got killed by thorns. That's nice. Okay. Oh, yep, they got me a little surrounded. Let's not get too caught up in this. I feel like nothing good's gonna come of it. Watch it now, says Koki2. I should. That should be like a movie night at some point. Killberry, do it! Do it! Yeah, I feel like we're probably due for like a straightforward good movie, like a wholesome movie, as opposed to watching something that's like intentionally horrible. Although, you know, You're the Hunter from the Future remains just the grand uniter of basically just like all of my friend circles. They have to see You're the Hunter from the Future at some point. That remains just... If the whole world can see that movie, there would be world peace. I'm convinced. Oh my god. And like a ghost. He announces his presence, the original Your Man himself, who owns it on VHS, Power Player 77, to say he's the man. Just to tie all this together, the guitarist of that I'm going to be playing with on Saturday has met Reb Brown, aka Yor. Yeah, Reb Brown lives in my college town because we are living in a simulation. And my buddy was working the desk of like an eye clinic at the time. And he looked down at names of people who had appointments on this given day, and one was Reb Brown, and he was like, that's Yor. Surely that's not actually him. And yeah, he came in and there was Yor, you know, like 20, 30 years older, but it was him. And apparently he's just like this big, just goofball in real life. And my friend was embarrassed to tell him that he knew him from Yor the Hunter from the Future. Like he was afraid he would have some hard feelings about it or something. So he's like, oh, so how do you know me? What movie do you know me from? Captain America? And my friend was just like, yeah. He didn't want to tell him. He should have told him in retrospect once he figured out that he's totally on board with his B-movie status. But I was in a meeting. I didn't even know this was happening. I was in a work meeting in Seattle at the time. Like in one of those, just imagine a stereotypical just conference room. Lots of like fake polished wood, you know? Got a oversized TV on the wall. Wow, you guys just slaughtered these sheep. Not just the men, but the women and children too. And then I just got this unprompted picture of my buddy, the guitarist, next to a guy who is clearly Yor the Hunter from the Future without the wig. And I had to leave the room. I left the room because I was laughing so hard. I was like, I gotta... And then I had to explain to I had to explain to my coworkers this whole spiel, like what just happened. Seattle mentioned, what's up? One of my favorite cities. One of my favorite just beleaguered, actually, cities. Who are just cursed with the Mariners who can't quite get it done. I was so... that in my journals, I do the daily journal thing, and I write down like a ranking for that day, like what the vibes were from 1 to 10. And yesterday was not even that much of a bad day, but by the end of the day, it was a 4 because the Mariners lost. I was so sad. So I'm just sitting there journaling. I'm like, I can't write this down as a good day. Oh, damn Mariners. The Daniel Radcliffe Weird Al Yankovic movie. Yep. Shadow World. Discord movie night. Would that yeah, surely that's there's like 20 people in my Discord. We could get away with that. Everyone just settle down with some popcorn. It'll be like, you know, late afternoon, Shasta time, late evening, Kokidu balloon fire time. We can make it happen. The M's lost just in time for all of Seattle's seasonal depression to really latch on. Yo, I mean, was it palpable in the city atmosphere today? Like, I've never lived in a baseball town that has lost in the postseason, which is just a fancy way of me saying that I've never lived in a proper Major League Baseball town. So I don't know if you can actually like pick up on this, but I feel like you could. I feel like it's pervasive enough. Micah says we could get away with Shadow World, and he has the movie file on his phone. That's like extra dedication, dude. Like having it on a hard drive that you can like pop into your PC. Yeah, you know, we all have our like little movie stash. But like having it on your phone, like a video file, that's impressive. Okay, we made it back home. This is my obnoxious enchanting area that is just here because, well, I needed to enchant and I didn't think I was going to build here. But honestly, like, this isn't bad. Vibes on the light rail today versus what they were on Saturday were like night and day. Oh man. Yo, we should do a Shadow World movie night. Okay. It doesn't take much to convince me. People need to know. The people need to know. Will this kill me? It will not. I love when that answer is no. Kokidu had the entirety of Avatar: The Last Airbender on your phone for a while. I mean, that's pretty awesome. Like the entire series? Holy cow. How much space do you have in your phone? Was it like 140p? Wild. Oh man, I gotta offload this crap. I thought I had some of this crying obsidian already in here. Apparently not. What am I even doing? Let me see. I guess I just use these bottles O enchanting on myself. What does feel mean? Goat horn. Feel. Oh. Did I just summon something evil? Yo, that seemed ominous. What? Do I need to start building a fortress? Do I need to go underground? Like air raid shelter? Oh. I think I'm good. Yeah, I would need a good Seattle rain after the Mariners lost. Just give me that Charlie Brown, like, you know, sad Arrested Development soundtrack. Yeah. I still don't know what a lodestone is. I guess there's a whole Minecraft wiki I can look this stuff up on, but I don't really need it right now. I'm gonna put that horn back in. I feel like I narrowly missed death somehow. That's probably not accurate, but that's definitely how I'm feeling. Yeah, let's get rid of some of this stuff. Oh, I was saving some maps for you guys. That's what I was doing. Where'd they go? 2 treasure maps. Let's go. The didgeridoo has been added to Minecraft. That's what it is. Ah, that reminds me of the first recording studio that I ever recorded at. The guy who ran it was pretty eccentric. This huge metalhead, loved metal music, but he also loved the didgeridoo. Oh, there's some of that Seattle rain. Anyway, I just love mildly eccentric people. I gotta hydrate. Cheers for that, Killberry. That's the good stuff. Oh, and Koki too. Okay, I'm stretching. We're stretching. It hasn't even been that long. My webcam's still on a delay, isn't it? I don't know how to fix this. Domino! Good evening yourself. Yeah, we got a little Cardinals Discord. Hang out in here. How you doing, man? Let's go raid this pirate map. So we need to go to the southeast. Yeah. Directions. This way. Yeah. Just playing some Battlefield 6. Nice. It's kind of awesome that you got the bug like that. Like, I'm glad it wasn't like a day one release when you just like have the slow realization that the game you were so excited for over the past few months is terrible. Because that's definitely happened to me before. It's always good to be on the winning side of that. Like, yes, this game delivered. It is what I wanted, or it was different in a way from what I wanted that is surprising and pleasant. Where was I going with this? Do I like bundles? What? In what sense? Bundles of what? Like game bundles? I bought a lot of those when I was just getting started with PC gaming. I just saw everybody with these huge Steam collections. So I was like, well, there are these Humble Bundles. It wasn't really that. What got me started with Humble Bundles was they initially mandated Linux versions of all the games they released, and I was a humble Linux gamer, and Linux didn't have a lot going for it in the gaming space at the time. So I bought like every single one of those Humble Bundles for many, many years. And then they got bought by IGN, and as everything does, got enshittified, and we don't talk about it anymore. Ah! Sadness. The bundle in Minecraft. Oh, this bundle. I actually do like bundles. I think it's a great idea now that I understand what it does. Basically, it just holds 64 of any item. A mixed stack of items. It tells you right there what it can do, and I never read it. I had to like learn it in practice. But it's really nice. That's a great idea because your inventory fills up so quick with things that are just... Did I walk right by this thing? Which map am I going to? This one? Actually, since that one moved, maybe I should do this. Just head southwest. Okay, this is the map I'm using. Literally nobody cares if the game gets released a month later if that means it's good, right? That's the Miyamoto philosophy right there. You know, you can delay it, but everybody will remember a bad game. No one will remember a month-long delay in the grand scheme of things. So now I gotta head due south, get past that forest fire. Let's go ahead and remove this map for now, just so... Yeah. Am I excited for the meteor shower tonight? So I was thinking that what I wanted to do was I wanted to drive up to my parents' place because they kind of live out in the boonies. So I can get a nice dark sky sight for both the meteors and for the one of the two comets that are visible in the sky right now. I really want to see Comet Lemon, man. So I've been to Lemon. I've been to Mount Lemon in Arizona. Speaking of places I enjoy. But yeah, clearly I'm still in the house here in Shastatown, USA, so that plan's not really coming through. And I'm kind of okay with that. Oh, we're close to this treasure. All right, let's go. I got some time with Comet Lemon, at least, so I don't mind. We're going to be passing some dark sky country on our way to the gig that I'm playing on Saturday. So I might just find some dark sky country and put the telescope in my car with my drum set. We'll see. We'll see. Hello, turtles. Kokidu was one of the early Cyberpunk fans for the game, and it was such a roller coaster when it came out, because Cyberpunk was announced, wasn't it like 2013? Like, oh my god, like that. Cyberpunk was like half of Kokidu's life, probably, if they were a fan for that long. And then with like, yeah, it did have a shaky release from what I understand. I've still yet to play it, and then they have continued to put a lot of work into it since then. I just ran right over the treasure. It's all right here, bro. It's really close to this water. Okay. Let's see if this old trick still works. So I'm looking at these chunk numbers right here. Oh, they removed it. Oh, they have changed it. Oh, it's in section relative now. Maybe that's what I'm looking for. Ah, whatever. We'll find it. Let's do some reckless digging. I thought that was it. I saw brown. I need some sand anyway. Risk of Rain 2 almost died because I pushed an update out before it was ready and completely ruined the physics engine? I never heard about that. So for the next DLC, you said they're waiting for it to be fully ready before releasing. Yeah. Like, the math on release dates have to be so hard because, like, well, I'm a programmer and I do, like, contract work, essentially. And estimating how long it will take to do things is brutal. It's brutal. Sometimes it can be great. You know, sometimes you're like, hey, this will take a week and it just takes a few hours. Other times, though, it's like you're just stuck. Oh, it sucks. I couldn't imagine doing that on something as big and complex as a video game. That's got to be just so tough. They're trying to unify the base code across all platforms and end up accidentally tying player movement speed to frame rate. Ah, gross. Which, of course, was something that was, like, intentionally done back in the day, like in the 90s. 2D games. That kind of went away after, what, maybe the PS2 era, GameCube era, original Xbox. There it is. The Heart of the Ocean! Rose from Titanic. Be disappointed. That was supposed to be down there with Jack, and I just ruined it. Hello, I'm making references to 1997. What's up? All right. So we're done with that treasure map. That was kind of underwhelming, but I got a lot of sand out of it. All right, where are we going next? Wow, this is awful. I just ruined this beach. Well, time to leave. So we're still heading to the southeast. So this way. Running through the woods, yeah. Love a good exploration stream. Too soon for the Titanic joke in 2025. Every time, I can't help it, man. Every time I see that, Heart of the Sea. I had like books in the Titanic, man. I was like into that when that movie came out. Maybe it was like one of my first like hyperfixations, the sinking of the Titanic. I had a lot of books about it. And it wasn't just about, you know, seeing Kate Winslet's boobs. I was maybe even too young for that to be like a real fascinating thing. Although I distinctly remember being at a friend's sleepover, and his parents had the 2 tape collection. And then, you know, we were all caffeinated on Mountain Dew. We just got done watching like Celebrity Deathmatch on MTV. We were like, yo, let's put on Titanic. Then, you know, the famous drawing scene comes along and we're all like 9 years old and just like, oh, man. Greatest thing ever. Drink more Mountain Dew. But yeah, I had a book that was 882 facts. 882 and a half facts about the Titanic. And that was 1 fact for every foot of the ship. The ship was 882 and a half feet long. So like, oh my God, you want, I could drop some crazy Titanic trivia on you, man. I don't think anyone's interested in it, but that was just one of my things. Staying hydrated out here. Wow. We are... Where did I pick up this treasure map? This is so far away. Maybe it was when I was by the Witch Pizza Hut. I guess we're gonna have to find out. Oh, man. That looks nice. It's a lot of stone on the edges, but that looks nice. I kind of want to hit that up. What? Koki, do I just hydrated. I just hydrated twice. Oh my. Okay, okay. Cheers, cheers. Thank you very much. Oh, well, there's a ship down there. Oh, I should have brought a door. I'm not gonna be able to breathe down there. How do you have this many points? I mean, I know how you have this many points. Ah. Is Kevin still watching? Kevin, do you want to do the honors? Oh, yeah. Can't do this on Bedrock. All right, I gave Kevin time. But I don't want to hydrate. Mod actions. I want to ban and report. Can I do that? Yeah, I can. Terrorism. Probably just spam. Spam. Yeah. Block this user. Wait, I don't want to block him. I want to ban him. I want to drop that hammer. Bang! They're out of here. I try it one more time. My Titanic story reminds Quasarito when their dad took 5-year-old them to see the first Tobey Maguire Spider-Man movie without knowing that the infamous rain kiss scene had Kirsten Dunst in a literal see-through top. Anyway, young Ito, you'll appreciate this when you're a little bit older. Bow chicka wow wow. Oh, that's great. Ooh, I don't think I've had a moss block yet. That seems nice. I've had carrots. Oh, it's so dark. I think I'm breaking the door. Yes, okay. Let's GTFO before we drown. That's so funny. I was at my friend Connor's house for that. That was good times. I remember playing Pokemon on Game Boy, watching Celebrity Deathmatch, and yes, drinking a lot of caffeine. Oh, I didn't keep track of my... As a kid, I was scared of the Tobey Maguire dance. Man! Spider-Man 3. It just... That's like one of the first times that like Hollywood just kind of broke my heart. It's just... I wasn't even like a movie guy, but I could tell that like there was too much going on in there. And also it was just a little of its time. And it's not great when you're like in that time and you're still like, oh, this is not going to age well. Oh, Toby. What kills me is I know there's another treasure chest in here. Another Seattle Mariners anecdote. On my commute home, I passed by a bar that just had Whelp on their letterboard outside. Yeah, that's appropriate. Uh-oh. He's a zombie. Where's he at? Oh, he's right there. At least he's not throwing tridents at me. That's right, I'll beat the shit out of you with the torch, bro. I'm just giving up on this ship. We didn't come here for this. Where's my boat? Where's my map? Let's get out of here. I do use the door to breathe. I was just doing that. Granted, it was a little dark. Yeah, Whelp is like a whole mood, man. It's just like, what can you do? It's like a simpler shit happens, you know? That bumper sticker from the early 2000s, 90s. This is interesting. It's like a river entrance. Again, a lot of stone up there. I guess I could just cover that with grass. I'm a tryhard. I'm not above a little casual terraforming. This is nice. Hey. Dom's entire military career can be summed up by Whelp. Fuck it. I would buy that. Yo, okay. Yo, I'm building here. This is like screenshot territory. Look at that. Take a screenshot of this. It's got a waterfall, dude. It's a single block of water halfway up the hill, but it's a waterfall. Some ice in the background that we're just gonna ignore. Oh, yeah, look at this. It's a whole freaking river canyon. I want to live here. I found my spot. Finally, I was like, why? Usually these things come on so fast. I can just find them. Oh, Twitch has already actioned my report. That took them under a minute. That's impressive. It just keeps going. What was that? What was that noise? Of course, as soon as it said it keeps going, it just stops. But maybe this is where I build. Just have a freaking river right up to my doorstep. Be like, yeah, it starts right here. It's like a cold spring. Massive, massive cold spring. It could even be a hot spring. I'm not limiting its temperature here. Natural spring. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm not making any assumptions about its temperature. But yeah, I kind of looked at my first settlement in Minecraft in this world, and I was just like, Whelp. Whelp was a perfectly cromulent word for it. And now I'm a little excited. Let's get to the top of this thing, see what we're working with. Have a nice elevator that'll take us down to the river, down to the water. Have a couple of sheep as a neighbor till I get annoyed by their boss down and kill them. This would be good. Surely this is a false summit. Oh, yes. Look at that. This looks like an oxbow lake, but around a sizable hill. I like it. I feel so tall. I think as a short person, I'm just naturally drawn to these tall things. And with this mod, look at that freaking view. That's stupendous. Stupendous. Tremendous. And great. Yes. Yes. What's up here? Can we be even taller for a moment? You have an even taller mountain over down that way. is a lot of water. That may actually be jungle over there, which would be nice. I'm here for it. This is great. Just think, like, people gotta, like, sail through this river canyon to get to our base. And just, you turn a corner in the river and it just emerges. I love the idea of that. Oh, fuck yeah. That's what I'm talking about. The short person needs to stand on stuff to be taller. That's exactly what I'm talking about. I've kind of lived my life that way. Or maybe I build on that peninsula right down there. Man, if I had an elytra right now, I'd love to be able to fly. Do I have my boat? Yes, I do. Good, 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 good. Let's toss some one-off crap into the bag. See, like, look how much space I'm saving. This is nice. The heart of the ocean! Here's that single block waterfall I was raving about. Yeah, it looks a little less impressive when you get up close. That's okay. So if I built over here and had this mountain as like something I'm just looking at on the rig, that seems nice. That way it's not so like insecure that like I have to be tall. It's just like, look across the river there. I have the option to be tall anytime I want, but I don't want to because I'm comfortable with my shortness. I just want to be a little tall. I'm sorry to hear that, Koki-Doo. That's the worst. It's tough. It's tough not being able to get comfy. Granted, mine was self-induced, but after the race, like the night after the race, like I couldn't stay still for very long because my legs would hurt for reasons I don't fully understand. Like why my legs would hurt after a 100-mile run. But basically, like, I would fall asleep and then my legs would start hurting because they get stiff. So I have to wake up and just roll over, like curl up in a fetal position, hold that for a little bit, fall asleep, wake up, do it all over again. Not great. So I was recently in a somewhat similar position. I feel ya. It's like I found the area that I want to build in, but now I gotta just be like double extra secret sure that this is the place. This can be cleaned up pretty easily. How does this look overlooking the wider ocean? Yeah, I know that I'm like in the right spot, in the right area, when I just have this compulsion to just stop and admire. Just be like, yeah, this is a really pretty game. That's too close to sea level down there. So I think I'm in the right spot. I like that hill with the little oxbow just cradling it. I like this little peninsula that I'm on. It's a nice touch. I don't like these deep, dark forests with like the mushrooms in them. Just too claustrophobic for my needs. Great if you need like a pile of lumber, but not so much if you want to like admire the landscape. It obscures too much, you know? This is a literal mountain of tree mass. I don't like it. What up? It's your boy Taco510. Here's where I do my Obi-Wan. Now that's a name I haven't heard in a long time. A long time. Taco, how you been, buddy? I don't even see you in like in the Pants Discord too often anymore. There is another person roaming around that Discord with your name, claiming they're the real one. They say that you've abandoned your crown as the actual Sparkle Bombs. Look, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. That's what I've heard. I got screenshot that. Look at this. Isn't this a pretty freaking game? Does this not remain a pretty game 15 years later? I can't stop looking at it. Up with his head. Hope you've been well, man. You and the whole fam. I was just thinking the other day, back to when Big Beef challenged me. Just slaughtered me at the art of Minecraft combat. Speaking of off with heads. Yes, I'm using Distant Horizons. And it's so pretty. And look, before I know, Taco, it's like, it's a mod, but it doesn't change the gameplay. Ah, man. Maybe I build there. But then I just like walk away from all this. I can't walk away from all this. This seems good. I don't know, maybe like build like a fortification along that? It's funny that you were going to come over here to preach it, but I beat you to the punch. Maybe this time. This is the first time I've been ahead of you on a mod. Not even ahead of you. It's just I already had it installed. That's kind of impressive. Kokidu's also a Distant Horizons fan. Had to sell it to Sandy not too long ago, and of course she loves it. Like, how could you not? Like, look at all this. Look at all that. I could see so far. And my PC's not even exploding. Okay, how'd I get up here? Nice. Didn't even have to hurt myself to get off this thing. Until then. She says it's dangerous because it makes you want to explore more. Oh, 100%. But like, that's me. I am an explorer in this game. A traveler of both time and space, as Robert Plant said in 75. I think that like that's the shame about building too much in this game is you wind up feeling like you're a little shackled to the tiny piece of pavement that you've built on when like there's a whole world out there. It's like an analogy for life, man. Get too settled down. You'll see a little less of the world. But also there's some comfort in coming back to the same place and knowing that there's not a giant green explosive penis inside ready to kill you. Again, analogies for real life. Yeah, maybe I'd build right there. Maybe I'd build right there. What if I just build on this world for a long time and I just build everywhere? I just need to like quote for real life. Did I stutter? Man, like, I don't like consciously try to have a family-friendly stream, and then like sometimes I'll just say something like that, and I feel like I've just ruined the whole vibe. Tone shift, and then we just like go right back to it. I'm gonna sleep on this little island. Nothing can sneak up on me here. That's the exact thing that could sneak up on me here. Hey, guy. I got the Kokidu pardon. It's good to get pardons from the French, because they're not a pardoning people, from what I understand historically speaking. So I'm glad that I got the Kokidu pardon and not the Kokidu guillotine. This is kind of obnoxious to climb, though. But I'm tall again. But I'm tall. Do I want this? See, but this is like less islandy. There's too much going on with this one. On this side. Now off with my head. I spoke too soon! How'd I fit this joke in? Like, Napoli-do? Kokiolean? Koki-do Napoleon? I'm trying to make it work. I can't. Yeah, honestly, just the sound direction in this game is so freaking good. Microsoft even did some good work with it since buying the game. I credit Microsoft with nothing if I can help it, but I can credit them with that. But Kokiolean. That's the best I got, man. Maybe it's just that island. It's an island in the middle of like a river mouth. And I find that kind of interesting. And it's not like too big. So it's not like I could definitely build on that. I have a good village within 1,000 blocks, if just barely. Maybe I should. Looks like a huge beast that got overgrown. See, yes. You see, that's the kind of imagination that like I love, and that's also woo. I gotta watch my step. We're good. I just gotta get out of this pit. That's also, I think, the kind of imagination it takes to like really enjoy Minecraft. At least survival Minecraft. You just kind of create your own sense of wonder. Maybe I can actually start building something now. It's been an hour and 12 minutes. I've just really been rambling to myself and going back and forth with you guys. I hope you don't mind. There have definitely been people who have come through here that are like, so where's the gameplay? Like, when are you gonna start playing? Like, I don't know, man. I kind of move at my own pace. That's right. There's a lot of stone on this side. Maybe I don't want to build here. Maybe I'll be content to, yes, call this the gods of the mountain. And I'm kind of small too, Koki-do. So I feel you. I think I'm about the same height as Napoleon. Maybe. Who was actually, supposedly average height for a mainland European at the time. See, I don't know if that was British propaganda or if that's like French counter propaganda. The British propaganda was that he was so short, but the French propaganda was that he was actually average height. And like everybody was short. We were all short kings and queens back then. I know less about that than I know about the Titanic for sure. Yeah, I'm not going to build here. Absolutely. The talk, the game, like it is part of the fun. I'm glad you feel that way, because I do talk a lot in this game. And only in this game. I kind of marvel at people who are just like able to talk about nothing in conversation, because like I just can't. Like this is really the only way that I can just kind of ramble, as if I'm just playing Minecraft and kind of a little detached from it all. Koki-do's only here for the talk, just here for the dulcet sounds of my voice. I mean, some of the European folk they use my stream, not podcast, as a sleep aid. Just got those peaceful Minecraft vibes. I don't get blown up by creepers too often because I'm careful and playing hardcore and actually just exploring for a base, and that's all they need. Just the sound of footsteps on grass. This is welcome to the ASMR stream, folks. So I've ruled out the old mountain god island. I have not ruled out using stairs or a ladder. So I'm not going to build here because it's too close to that heavily wooded forest, the dark forest, whatever it is. I don't need your lip, pig. There's also some wild hogs and a cow up here, and I can't abide by that. I will never do a jungle build. I just don't care, man. I'm sorry, jungle. I just don't care for you. Damn. Part of me was like, I could totally survive that jump. Part of me was also like, that is how this world would end. I think that second part of me is probably the more accurate of the two. That's true. In the original server, nobody wanted to live in the jungle. I had... Which... That was not the first... I'm not thinking of the first Humble. I think maybe the third Humble world. I had a house that was on the edge of the jungle. And I was literally just that guy, like clearing back the brush so I could just live in this nice green flat plain with absolutely no overgrowth whatsoever. There's a sound again. What was that? It doesn't sound like a bad sound. Huh. Oh, that's Discord's like spooky notification mention. Oh, that's gonna drive you guys crazy if you have Discord. Oh well. Hey, Micah's done with his commute. Jungle biomes kind of suck. They have too much underbrush, and it makes them annoying to traverse. Totally. They're too busy. Wow, that that jump was closer than I expected. Everything's fine. I should also set myself to do not disturb on Discord. Let me do that real quick. Boom. I am not prepared for Discord's Halloween audio pack. Can't just be switching my habits like that. Micah got the okay to start building the espresso machine today. Let's go. Did you get pretty deep into it? Or wait, you just got the okay today, but you didn't necessarily get started. That's kind of like the vibe I'm picking up. You didn't get too deep in it. As far as my hobbies go, I learned another 5 songs after work on the drums, and I learned them in a Macho Man Randy Savage Halloween costume from 2018. And I gotta say, still fits. The calves, not so much, because I've been doing a lot of running. And they got like those big, like, knee-high lace-up boots, you know, the big wrestling boots that go all the way up to your knee. Yeah, those don't fit quite as well, but that's okay. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be wearing that costume to drum. It's just got... It has like 3-foot-long tassels on the arms, dude. Imagine trying to move around a drum set with that. Elfie, what's up? How is the crafting of mines going? I have been streaming for like 80 minutes, dude, and I have not crafted anything or mined anything. I'm just trying to find a home. I'm trying to find a place I would like to live. And I feel like we're really close. I'm just being super particular about it. But it's good to see you. How are you? Oh, getting dark. Hang on. So Micah hasn't started on the espresso machine yet. Been setting aside parts for a month now, but didn't want to make irreversible changes to them before the go-ahead. I need to dress like Travis Barker. I can't do that because Heyo LJ did that once, like 1,000 years ago. Remember when he had he used markers to put like the giant Cadillac tattoo in the middle of his chest? And I would just feel like a mini Heyo LJ. And I'm just not as good of a drummer as Heyo LJ or Travis Barker. That's like some stolen valor. That's like double layered stolen valor. But you could do it better than him. I could probably do that big Cadillac tattoo on my chest better than Heyo LJ did. I'll claim that. That's funny. That dude could drum circles around me, but yeah, that Cadillac logo was a little bit off center. Why do I remember that? Friends don't forget. So maybe like this is the spot. Back on the original hill that we were talking about. And we are high up enough above sea level that we could actually like dig for coal up here and actually find it. That feels pretty good. Pretty convincing. Killberry got called out once for drumming left-handed because I once taught you a basic drum beat. No, I taught you to drum left-handed too. This is why, like, even as recent as a couple of years ago, people have asked me to like help them with drums, to like learn drums. And because I drum open-handed, which is not even like fully left-handed, it's just wrong. It's just wrong, but it works for me. Like, I usually tell people no because I don't want to teach them my broken ways. I think they're just better off with someone who is like a straight right-handed drummer or left-handed drummer and not like my strange open-handed ways. I did. Hey, LJ tried to show Killberry once and it was backwards and he gave up. So the reason why I feel so strongly about this is my friend in college who we'll call Cal. Good old Cal. I taught him how to drum and like I showed him the right way to do it, as in right-handed, because he is naturally a right-handed drummer. What he wound up doing is he led with his left until, like, he played open-handed like me, which is wrong, until he got to the fills, and then he switched back to leading with his right. And then when he hit the one, he went right back to leading with his left to go back to the beat. So, like, it was even more jank than how I'd play. And I was just like, Clay, you can't do this. Sorry, I got worked up. Cal. His name's Clay, whatever. You can't do this. And he's like, I'm gonna do it. That's how I'm doing it. So, ever since, I'm just like, what are we even doing, bro? I'm building right there. That's the spot. What the hell? So it bothers me to an extent that I feel like I've led people astray and just like irrevocably broken them on drum sets. Because I myself am broken on drum sets. But I got a system, baby. I got to figure it out. It's all behind the green screen back there. I could show you. See, this is a nice platform here. So what if I built it just like right here? I mean, and it is funny, let's be honest. Trolling Heyo LJ enough that he just gives up. Oh, I've never done that before in my life. No, I've never trolled Heyo LJ. Maybe this is the spot. Maybe this is the spot. We can level this out a little bit, clear out some trees. Let's do it. Let's just build here. Let's see what happens. Let's get super presumptuous about this, and let's call it home. Just to up the ante a little bit. Like, we have to live here. We have to live at home. Welcome home. Building time. Maybe moving resources time, but definitely building time as well. Because, oh, remember what we were doing with the nether portal last stream? Like, tunneling through the nether? Yeah, we're gonna have to do that. Five, 6, 7, 8. That's right, we're gonna get a grid going. Booyah! One of the podcasts I was listening to on my forever run was it's 20,000 hertz, and it's about like audio design. And it's a nice casual podcast. Like, you don't need to know anything about like audio engineering and audio design to enjoy it. Super casual. And the episode I was listening to on my run was about NBA Jam, specifically the announcer, because NBA Jam had that over the top announcer who'd say things like "Boom shakalaka, he's on fire," stuff like that. And I didn't know that "Boom shakalaka" was actually like him mishearing a Sly and the Family Stone song from like the 70s. And that's how Boom Shakalaka entered the wider lexicon. Yeah, for real. Like, I didn't know either. And yeah, it just comes from this funk song. And it's not even like the actual funk. It's not the actual like lyrics. But he heard it as Boom Shakalaka, and as they say, the rest is history. I didn't play too much NBA Jam as a kid, though. Like, it was definitely like, I was aware of it for sure. But like, after the Jordan era, I was just kind of done. Okay, we've marked this as home. We are 1,000 blocks away from Good Village, which I believe has a portal. But then we're even farther in that direction. Maybe we should just go home. Get some obsidian. I'm Paul Harvey, and now you know the rest of the story. My God, that's a cut right there. That's a cut right there, Micah. My mom listened to Paul Harvey so often on the radio. Usually, my younger sibling took tumbling in a town that was probably 45 minutes to the east of my hometown. I guess that's the reality of small town America, Just maybe sometimes the closest movie theater is 30 minutes away, and sometimes the closest tumbling studio is 45. And we would go there like twice a week after school, and it would just be the perfect time to listen to Paul Harvey and the rest of the story. R.I.P. to the King Paul Harvey. Go Barry's mom too. I could see that, yeah. So like, I listened to a lot of Paul Harvey in our brown Chevy Astro van. Looked like a freaking UPS truck. It was always like the whole idea of it is like, from what I remember, keep in mind I was probably like 10 years old tops, but from what I remember, it's like the format of it was, well, here's this common story that you thought you knew everything about, but there was this extra detail that adds a twist to it that may you know, there may have been some misconceptions in the popular telling of this. And once Paul Harvey got to the bottom of it and shared it with you, well, now you know the rest of the story. And that's how he always signed out. Man, he would have been a hell of a Minecraft streamer. I would have watched some Paul Harvey Minecraft, you know? What are we doing today, Paul? We're running around in the woods, and I'm going to tell you a story. Hell yeah, let's get started. Just does some, like, grid mining the whole time. That'd be fascinating. It'd be like, Skyrim grandma, who recently hung up her sword, from what I understand. Man. Yeah, I would have watched some Paul Harvey Minecraft streams, or like some Larry King Minecraft streams. He would do a multiplayer though, you know? Larry King would definitely have his own like Minecraft server. And his skin would be his Minecraft skin, that is. Instead of a cactus person, he would definitely have like the suspenders going. You know? But yeah, definitely a multiplayer server. He'd conduct some interviews. Have like some movie star on, or like Tom Cruise on. So Tom, like what brand of socks were you wearing when you were sliding around the house in risky business? I don't know, man. I just got killed by a skeleton. Let me see. Yeah, that'd be good. Now I'm thinking like, man, if like if Paul Harvey, Larry King, Regis Philbin, like all like the entertainers from like the 70s and back would just have a the ones who lasted long enough into the early 2000s, you know, just that particular class. They all just had like a server going, Minecraft server. Regis would like set up a Shotbow network, right? He'd be all about the Minecraft minigames, and he would just host that. You know, who wants to be a Emerald Heir? Million Emerald Heir? I don't know. I've been to this one already. I just need to keep going to first base. This is just like the dumbest conversation topic. I'm so sorry. That's just where my brain goes sometimes, man. I could see it being a great like SNL sketch if they really like leaned into it. So all these classic old man game show hosts, radio hosts, all just like chill together and play it on Minecraft server. I would watch. I would listen. Man, that's that brown van though. I'd sit in the back of that brown van and I would just read books. Cause like, you know, sometimes Paul Harvey's just telling the same story. And I don't need to learn the rest of the same story as last week, you know? Cause this, I don't know, it was over the course of a couple years. And anyway, I'd read in the back. And I'd get car sick. Speaking of the Titanic, man. Felt like I was in third class. Sitting in the very back of that thing. Ooh. Wasn't good. Be fighting off nausea by the time I got to the other town. Tumbling Town. That's what we'll call it. Do I really not have any like current events I could talk about? I gotta get off this Paul Harvey thing. I'm stuck on it. Somebody throw me a bone here. What should I talk about? What should we have a conversation about? How's your week been? Has Koki Doo fallen asleep yet? Oh man, I was jonesing for skateboarding. Let's talk about Paul Harvey. Ah, I can't do it. I can't do it anymore. I've shared everything that I can share about Paul Harvey. It's over. Oh man. That wolf is crying because the forest is burning down. What am I looking forward to this year with the ominous ... after it? Oh man. I'm just trying to find things to look forward to, man. I feel like this whole year I've been just putting out fires. See what I did there? Oh, I thought that was pretty good. It's kind of true. It's kind of true. But, Yep. Did I wake you up, Kokidu? I was like, I wonder if Kokidu's passed out by now. Apparently not. But, let me see. Quasarito, have you asked the cursed triathlon would you rather question? You have not. Yo, hit me with that question. Okay, I could definitely ramble about some cursed questions. I will agonize over this, and I will not play Minecraft while I'm doing it. Damn it. What's your credit card number? I gave that away last stream. I can't give it away again. That was a one and done. And my CVV. I don't even know my credit card number. I look at like the last 4 digits of it, and I'm like, yeah, that looks right. So what am I looking forward to this year? In the next few weeks, I'm going to start my Cocodona training, which is hype. Be running the Cocodona 250, 256 miles across Arizona next May, and it's going to take me about 28 weeks to train for it. So I'm definitely looking forward to that. It's going to be very different from my training for 100 milers and below. Since I'm going to be carrying a lot of water, I got to get used to like hiking. Something I learned from the 100 miler is I need to spend more time on feet because my feet just got battered. Not like blisters, only like 2 very, very small hot spots for that entire 100-mile race. But my feet themselves, just like the bone structure, hurt after a while. And I think that's just like an endurance thing. I think that's just time on feet more than time spent running. So maybe a standing desk, maybe like, you know, weighted vest when I'm just walking around the house for a couple of hours while I'm streaming, standing while streaming. Anyway, would you rather have uncontrollable burps that were random, or would you rather bark like a dog every time you hear the word the? Oh, that's brutal. That's brutal. Oh man, I gotta go ahead and just block this person again. Hit him with the report. I wonder if I can ban them and then take another mod action. Report. Spam. Still spam. Block them. Whatever. I had mods for this. Oh, likely ban evader, it says. Restricted. Oh, that's cool. But wait, I thought I already banned you. Oh yeah, they're banned. Kokidu is a standing desk. Nappy-doo! Okay, so of the Iron Man triathlon, says Quasarito, would you rather run the marathon section in a pair of toe socks and Crocs, no sport mode allowed, okay, that's a key detail, complete the swimming section wearing a pair of denim blue jeans, oh my god, or 3, complete the biking section of a triathlon in a full 3-piece wool suit and no shoes? Ooh. So toe socks are great. And toe socks are actually like a strategic ultra running choice. I've never done them myself, but I know people who do. But the Crocs, I know that people have run fairly successfully in Crocs. Like, the fastest mile in Crocs is way faster than my mile. Swimming is only 2 miles. But, like, you're swimming. So that'll last a while. Blue jeans. See, maybe if it's a cold weather triathlon, the 3-piece wool suit would be okay. The thing is, it holds sweat. Wool holds moisture really well, which would suck. And I'd be coming straight out of a pond or the ocean. Oh, yeah, this is good. This is brutal. And the blue jeans be heavy and chafing. I hate it. But also, isn't it like a century ride? Good wool's not that bad with sweat. It's true. Like, I've got a merino wool sweater that I run in. Like a quarter zip, really, is what it is. I think Fazarita would be happy about that. Damn. I think I would do the toe socks and Crocs. Because I don't spend enough time riding bikes or swimming to really know how bad those other 2 options are. But I could do a marathon in Crocs. Okay, this is valuable input for when I ask this question to people in the future. Ah, there you go. Damn, that's a good question, though. Did not know the toe socks. Popular runner's choice. Yeah, it's true. I think they're more popular among trail runners because trail shoes sometimes have wider toe boxes, so you can like really spread out your toes to get a better grip on the ground. Kokidoo, I'm glad you're feeling better, and I'm honestly also like kind of glad you're more sleepy. You know, I don't know how late it is over there. Probably pretty late. Maybe it's time to try getting some sleep. Maybe I could start moving stuff. Or going into the nether. Why didn't I mark that in the nether? Well, because I didn't have a freaking... Here's what I was trying to do. This is just the least productive, most ADHD stream ever. Okay. I want a lighter. So I can smoke a fat stogie on my walk over, you know what I mean? Then, what we are going to do is we're going to take all these bundles. See how many of these bundles we can fill up with small amounts of useless items. So those 2 can go together. That's a small item. And we're going to walk a bunch of this stuff over. So I can fill it up. Yeah. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, it's a much faster way to do it. Wow, I misclicked, and that was a nice discovery. Very, very few things here. This is good. All right. This is why the bundles are OP, man. I'm about to sneeze. Maybe. As soon as I acknowledged it, maybe not. Ah, wait. 2 a.m. Kokidu time. That is so late. I am of the type that would recommend getting some sleep at 2 a.m. or at least trying. But what do I know? I'm just a guy. Oh. Well, Minecraft Shasta at least needs to go to bed. Have I read any good books lately? I put a solid dent into the secret history of Star Wars over the course of my time in Michigan, which I started reading back in like 2020, and I never finished it. It is a tome. It is like very, very thick, and it's like the actual chronological history of the development of Star Wars from like 1973 through the release of the first film, and then it goes into Empire, and then it goes into Return of the Jedi. Because of course, like anybody, George Lucas's story has changed over the course of years, and this tries to get to the bottom of like how he actually developed these things, who's responsible for developing what his influences were. And it has been a great read so far. I'm not quite at the release of Star Wars. I'm not quite at where his then wife, Marcia, famously, quote unquote, saved the movie in the edit, which that's an often repeated story as well that the book gets into. But for someone who is just was deeply affected by the original Star Wars trilogy, that book has been great. Would recommend The Secret History of Star Wars if you are a former or current Star Wars nerd. And it's all pre-Disney purchase as well. So if that matters to you, it's all I think it is. Yeah, it is. Pre-sale to Disney. So it only goes as far as the prequel trilogy in total. But it's cool to see like how like, you know, Darth Vader evolves as like a character, and Anakin Skywalker evolves. How like when the first movie came out, like, you know, Darth Vader and Anakin Skywalker were two different people who maybe knew each other, and like Darth was not a title, it was just like a first name of a character. And how a bunch of like the prequel characters' names were originally just in George Lucas's notes in the 1970s, even though that, you know, they were not really the characters that they wound up being, but that's not important right now. Kokidu read Chevalier, Engineering Skills, Design, Engineering, and Technology not too long ago. Hey, that seems appropriate for the kind of work that you do, Kokidu. That seems like a textbook. New hypothetical question from Quasarito. Due to an egregious scheduling error, the MLB Giants and the NHL Panthers find themselves in MetLife Stadium, suited up to play a game of gridiron football. Which team has the best chance of winning the game and why? Okay, I'm going to have to do this in pretty vague terms because I don't know hockey in the slightest, but I understand that, well, the Panthers are a pretty good team generally, like athletically speaking. Which team would be more suited for gridiron football? You kind of think that a hockey player's build would do better. You just kind of think that... Oh, I don't know. I mean... I think Lance Lynn would do pretty well. Not every baseball player looks like Lance Lynn. But, Bartolo Colon, you know, definitely be somewhere on the defensive line. Let me see... Game of gridiron football. Which team has the best chance of winning and why? I think that I would have to give it to the hockey players. I think that just like skating around on ice just kind of lends itself to being more resilient of running into people. You think that like when baseball players run into each other, sometimes it ruins their entire careers? Where I don't hear about that happening nearly as often in hockey. Hockey is indeed scary, and gridiron football can be scary. Baseball, not often scary. It can be, but not often. So yeah, I think that's my analysis. I think I would give it to the hockey players. I think they'd have the best chance of winning, just from like a pure physicality standpoint. Not even talking strategy. Maybe I'm just thinking of like professional baseball players as a bunch of iPad kids nowadays because they have the tablets in the dugout. So it's like, what do they know? That don't have their iPads out there in the field. They just have it on the sidelines. Oh, that's an interesting angle on it. Might be a hot take, but I think the baseball team takes it because of roster size. 40 guys to work with versus maybe 24. I think they could win by attrition. Okay, yeah. I'm definitely open to that. Just tire them out. And yeah, if someone gets injured, who cares? Just throw in the next string bean. Kilberry's book club was going to a hockey game as our outing in November. That would have been so awesome, but tickets sold out in 2 minutes. Man. I don't even know how to handle, like, with how popular everything is getting. And how quickly things are snatched up with the systems that we have in place. How do we even fix that? I mean, tickets selling out in 2 minutes? That's like, 90 more seconds than I even would have thought you would have had to get them. Things just go so fast. I got into Cocodona, this super long trail race, just by, some would call like the just pure luck. The phrase is like, by the grace of God. But no, I think it was closer to the devil or whatever evil power governs the planet right now that got me into Cocodona. But yeah, it was just like, I happened to be one of the lucky ones where my browser didn't crash and I happened to go through and my payment hit the database. There were thousands of people doing the same thing that I did, and they were on Ethernet. I was just on wireless internet. And I just happened to get through. I don't even know how to fix that system. I guess I probably wouldn't do it playing Minecraft. These weird cows, man. What was everyone else's favorite thing that got screwed by the AWS outage yesterday? So sadly, my work was not affected. So I kind of missed out on a lot of the chaos. Let me see. I did check Strava, and I saw that Strava was a little slow. Slava is what they call Strava in former Soviet countries. All the Crypto Bros NFTs disappearing? Wow. They're hosted on AWS, huh? That's hilarious. Kilberry's work system was super slow. Less hilarious. The AW outage just passed without Kokidoo noticing it, perhaps. Amazon Web Services, which hosts like a quarter to a third, probably, of all websites, like public internet traffic. They had some trouble with it yesterday. Some pretty big trouble with it. So it was a whole thing. Sorry. That's the yawn heard around the world. It's like 7:30 here and I'm getting sleepy. Yeah, this is a shocker, but monopolies are bad. It's like the game was trying to teach us something. But no, some people took it as an instruction booklet instead of a dire warning. And that's why everything sucks. I remember I was back in like college when Amazon Prime was super cheap for students. And it was just like, I had the knowledge even back then that none of this would last forever and that it was cheap now because they wanted to corner the market and eliminate anybody who could possibly compete with Amazon. But like Amazon hadn't done anything like super outright evil yet, so I was still just kind of coasting. It's like I knew bad things were coming, but I was also a broke college student, and I still got that that student discount Prime. It was like $49 a year and worth it for shipping at that point. Oh, you almost got me, Kokidoo. Almost got me. That's not a real hydrate. I do need hydrate though. Killberry has been sick. A friend sent some tea and some bath soap through Amazon, and it didn't come yesterday. Dang. That was really sweet of him, though. Oh yeah, my inventory is completely full. 1 second. That chicken's like, yo, idiot, your inventory is completely full. What are you doing? Bedtime. Micah heard that they laid off like 75% of AWS workers and a large chunk of their code is AI generated now. Who could have possibly predicted this outcome? Like, no way. I just... No way, right? Like, it's not conclusive yet, but there have been early studies that have come out that people actually spend more time correcting programming hallucinations from these things than they actually would save from them like generating scripts. Dumb. Huge predictable true. Very true. Kokidoo, get some non-caffeinated tea and get some sleep. I'm glad you're feeling a little better and hopefully that trend continues in the morning. But man, way more often than I would expect. If I'm feeling off, whether that be like just having a bad mental health day or physically sick, it's amazing what just getting a good night's sleep and just trying again the next morning, what that does for me. It's really nice. It really works. Okay, I want to keep that because I want... Go. Yeah, we'll get rid of that. If only I could drag, that would have been so nice. Okay, so we'll just like right click through here. That'll work. It has been 2 hours. And which means that I gotta stop the stream here soon because I gotta have dinner with Zeta. I said that this was going to be a 2-hour stream, and I'm coming up on it. What did I do in these 2 hours? I mostly just I found a place to build. That's the whole thing. Impressive. Very impressive. What are we eating? Well, Zeta had a craving for some spicy curry, so we're gonna have some curry tonight. Courtesy of her, which I'm pretty excited about. All about the shareholders. How can we overinflate our company value and hype our own nonsense generators if we pay humans? Oh, it'll all come back to bite us in the end. And some people will have made a lot of money off of it for a lot of human suffering. And that's the way of the world right now. Hot dog. Nice. Cookie-Doo is pro curry and also pro hot dog. Wait a minute, I'm the American here. I'm the one who should be eating hot dogs. I don't even like hot dogs. Now, I don't like the American style hot dogs. If it's like a proper sausage, whew, now we're talking. That's the good stuff. Okay, where do I put this portal? I might just put it in the middle somewhere. Dude, brats are so good. Brats, andouille, boudin. Basically, if it's from Wisconsin or Louisiana, it's like sausage that I like. I don't know what that small town of Johnsonville, Wisconsin puts in their brats, but... Had to, I know. Dude, andouille, like, I can eat andouille to the point where I get sick of it. So, like, I do have to, like, temper myself with andouille. I've never gotten sick of brats, but I've also never liked brats so much that I gave myself the opportunity to get sick of them. If that makes sense. So I think that I like andouille sausage more than bratwurst. But I've also never gotten sick of bratwurst like I have andouille. So there's an argument there. For me, anyway. All right, let's see where we ended up and whether this kills us. Cookie-Doo doesn't like the big sausages. That's a valid reason to like hot dogs. Oh, I'm not wearing any gold. I was gonna take a look around. Okay. Is it the shaders that are making things kind of hard to see? I'm kind of squinting through the haze, and I understand that that doesn't really help me. Actually, isn't there like a button I could press to disable shaders? Oh, BSL shaders. That's what I'm using. You know, me too, Koki. I like the blue forest. Oh my goodness, I almost looked at that guy. That would have been bad. Why do I keep looking in his direction? Stop it. Dude, I'm only 162 meters away from the base, and it looks like I have a really easy route up into the ceiling. This is good. This is a good spawn. Okay. We even have a little mushroom here, which will ward off the big evil things. Huh! Get out of here, man. I want nothing to do with you. Shit! He's all over the place. I gotta get out of here. It's not good. Alright, so what we're going to do next time is transfer the rest of our materials through the nether from our base to our new home, which we can now look at without shaders briefly. Still 1,600 meters away from the Pizza Hut. I know, that's a strange... It's like there's clouds in... Oh, I see. It's rendering the clouds behind that distant mountain. That was super weird with like the way the clouds are playing with the snow right there. Mike is also eating a bit of sawdust as he stands on his wood pieces on the couch, eating and watching the stream. Gotta clear that out, man. Well, I am going to wrap this very disjointed and unproductive but fun stream right here. So, new faces and old, it's good to catch up with all of you. Thanks for hanging out with me for a little bit. I'm going to go have some dinner. But as I always sign up on these broadcasts, take care of yourselves out there. Put on your own oxygen mask before assisting others. But just approach the world with kindness and empathy. And I'm the Shasta One, and I'll see you next time.